Alright, so I'm getting another video done. Somebody sent me a video that, or not video, a news article, and people, you have to understand, we're a large vehicle. I don't know who's at fault. I wasn't there, okay? But let's take a look at see what I'm talking about. Alright, so a semi-truck dragged a vehicle, crushing her up against the left side of the HOV type lane. But I don't think it was the HOV lane, just left lane. Anyway, she got out just fine, but if there's somebody in the passenger seat, they could have been dead. Now, there's one thing in here that really makes me upset. I kept honking. That means that she saw it happening, but then she said it was already too late. But how can it be already too late if she started accelerating to try to get away? So here's what I think what happened. Okay, the truck turned on his blinkers. She saw that the blinkers were on. She wanted to try to pass him up on the left, so she slammed on her gas. The trucker had looked and she wasn't there. It was safe for him to move over. She slams on her gas. He moves over at the same time. She gets on her horn like she said she did, and the trucker pushes it up against the wall. Now, how much noise there was or wasn't, I don't know. The trucker should check his mirrors more often when making a lane change. But once you're in the left lane, you really don't need to check your left mirror because there's no lane there. So I can semi-understand it where... So the truck driver should have looked more. Okay, that's one. But I think the lane was clear and she drove into it. And the reason why I'm saying that is I have people who would ride my quarter panels or be like right behind my trailer. And the quickest way for me to get rid of them is by turning my blinker. And I would say 70% of the time, the second I turn on my blinker, the car doesn't slow down. They actually speed up to try to pass me because they don't want to be behind me. So instead of slowing down, they'll speed up. The problem with that, unless you're in like a freaking Lamborghini or some crap, you hit it in the brakes, you're gonna slow down quicker than you could speeding up. Because speeding up, you're not gonna go from highway speeds and like zoom out of the way as quick as what you think you can. And if we are having to do an emergency lane move for God knows who knows what, if your reaction is to honk your horn and speed up, you could find yourself up against the wall. Now, honking your horn, honk your horn. But if a truck is doing something stupid, you're better off hitting your brakes, not your gas. And I literally see people doing that all the time. Or I'm in the left lane because there was merging traffic, so I moved over. Somebody who came onto the highway now sees my truck in the center lane, a truck that's, you know, on the right hand lane, and they speed up like fast, okay, to cut in between my truck, in front of my truck, behind the truck that, you know, is in the right lane. And they'll do that instead of just slowing down, allowing me to move back over, or slowing down, getting behind my truck, then moving over one more lane and then going. No, they can't do that. They have to cut you off. People forget that my truck weighs 80,000 pounds if it's fully loaded. My front axle is 12,000 pounds, okay? My drives can be 34 and my trailer can be 34. That's a lot of weight, guys. And if you're playing around, you're doing something stupid, and you get up underneath that trailer, that's 34,000 pounds that's going to go over you. It's dangerous. It's flat out dangerous. And that's where I'm like, is it the car's fault? Is it the truck driver's fault? I think it's a little bit of both, in all honesty, because I'll put on my blinker for a good minute, like 30 seconds to 40 seconds, before I even make my turn. Unless I absolutely have to make a turn real quick because there's a cop or something like that. But even still then, I'm turning my blinker, I'm looking at my mirror, and I'm moving over at the same time I'm looking outside. But there are some times where you can't do that. And if you have a car that doesn't want to be behind a truck and they speed up, there's not a whole lot we can do. It's the only thing that's good, okay? She walked away without any injuries. Everybody walked away. Nobody was killed in that. But it could have gone a lot worse. And unfortunately, it looks like the truck driver is going to be, put at fault. Even though I believe the lady's more at fault than the truck driver. That's kind of where I would love to have been in the area. Would have loved to have been behind the guy. Would have loved to see the video. I would have loved to see a lot of things. But that car, she said she was on the brakes. She was trying to speed up, but it was too late. Those three things don't mix. She had enough time to see it, enough time to speed up, to think, oh, well, let me speed up, instead of just hitting the brakes and slowing down. Proper following distance. If people are have a proper following distance, you hitting the brakes, nobody's going to hit the back of you. And if they hit the back of you, it means that they were following too closely. You're always better off hitting your brakes if something's happening in front of you. Unless you're in a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, or a jet fighter airplane, you're not going to speed up as fast as what you think you can. So, just glad everybody walked away from that. That's my view. If there's like a news story you guys want me to look at, watch, or whatever, and then give you guys my opinion, maybe that could be something I can start doing. Let me know. Down in the description. Or not description. Comments, I always say description. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe, like button down below. Comment. Give me your viewpoints. Tell me what you think. I'll post the link to the story so you guys can watch it, look at it, and all that kind of good stuff. And put down below what you think of the situation. Looking at it from somebody who wasn't there. Anyway, thank y'all. Have a good one. Later.